really great to be here to extend some greetings and some of my wisdom, as minimal as it might be, the great service that Ed Towns provided to you and to all of us in Brooklyn. You know, Pastor put it well, watching the Republican convention the last couple of days, you know, you start to see a little bit by watching it. After a while, I switched after the convention was over and I turned on Seinfeld. You know, the Seinfeld is a show about nothing. And I'm saying this is the perfect transition. I just watched the convention about nothing and I went to the show about it. But if you listen to that convention carefully, and those of us in public life, and frankly all of us, 36 million people watching, you didn't hear them talk about healthcare, you didn't hear them talk about jobs, you didn't hear them talk about asthma, you didn't talk about HIV and AIDS, you didn't hear them talk about cities. I don't think they had the word city once. You know, all it was about the mythology of Sarah Palin, you know, a household name. Was at the end of the day the perfect diversion from the important issues that we have to deal with. But I want to tell you that in some ways that convention was not dissimilar from the campaign that's being waged against Ed Towns. That too was a campaign really about nothing. It is a campaign saying, I'm young, I'm ready to go, put me in, coach, without anyone asking the fundamental question. But what are those questions? You know, people sometimes talk about politics and they say it's about looking back, to throw the bums out. That guy did something I didn't like, he voted somebody. And it's important to look at a person's record. And one thing I would say is to tell to all your neighbors, take a look at Ed Towns' record. Take a look at the things he's done and fought for. But more importantly, at the end of the day, in the final analysis, there's more optimistic, forward-looking thing that we do than to cast our ballot. Because that's about the next 2 years. That's about the future of our community. That's about the kind of community our children and grandchildren are going to grow up in. And I want to tell you something, just how impressive it is to work shoulder to shoulder with Adolphus Towns. You know, they say in Washington there are two types. There are the show horses and there are the workhorses. The show horses are the people that go out and give big speeches and flap around a lot, but at the end of the day, if you really want to get something done, you want someone who's going to know how to work those engines well. He's a good-looking guy, but he's a hard-working guy. He's someone that when he walks into the chambers of the Energy and Commerce Committee and sits at that top rung, I look at him like this. Congressman Butterfield, I look at him like this. We need a little field list for so low. It takes seniority to get up to that top level. He is someone that is honored and respected around the House of Representatives once he gets done. The things that he does. And I want to tell you something. He has a real velvet touch. But underneath that velvet glove is an iron fist. And he knows how to get stuff done. The leadership respects it. His colleagues respect it. And as I say to Ed Towns all the time, you're either on the Ed Towns bandwagon or under the Ed Towns bandwagon. And that's what the deal is this week as well. But let me just say something. When all the fancy literature that comes in your mailbox is done, the TV commercials are done, when the debates are all done, at the end of the day, politics is about individual American citizens talking to their neighbors about the future of our community. And you are way more important than any of those things. And when we swear in Barack Obama as President of the United States, we swear in for another term, 15, how many terms is that? 14th term for our community is going to really be in good hands. But it's in your hands now. So go from here, feel fired up, knock on every door you can. Everyone has your Christmas card list. Dial it, knock on your doors. Anyone comes by your house just to visit, make sure to put a little Ed Towns reminder in your ear. And on Tuesday morning, dial every single person that you know and tell them this is our chance to say thanks to someone who served us so well. So may God bless you, God bless Ed Towns, and God bless America. Thank you so much.